going on, everybody? I'm your host, Stacey Cole Morgan, and you are listening to the Morgan Man Sports Podcast here on Spotify, Google Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcast from. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are talking about the Atlanta Falcons' new roster, but same problems. And also, we're talking about the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Los Angeles Rams this Sunday in Week 2 action for the NFL. So, not any further delay, let's go get straight into today's action. All right, guys, so the Atlanta Falcons had the best quarters 1 through 3 that you could even ask for. I mean, I was even thinking that this was even better than the Super Bowl, pretty much, of being that far ahead, especially against the New Orleans Saints. Everything, people are vibing in the studio saying, yeah, wow, this is different. This is a winning atmosphere. But then quarter 4 comes around and we blow that 16-point lead. It's astonishing to think how even a new coaching staff, a new roster, a new everything, but yet there's still that little gene in there from past coaching staffs that says we're going to blow a lead. Something needs to change in this situation, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, but there was a lot of Falcons fans that were just pissed off this past Sunday, and they have every right to be, because they're being told by Dean Pease, by Arthur Smith, we're tired of being dead last. We're changing that culture. And it looked promising, again, from quarters 1 through 3, but then quarter 4 comes, you soften up. No, Dean Pease, we're going to actually go after you for a second, my guy. You're the one who is sitting here at the media press saying, yeah, we're tired of being disrespected. We're going to be now a top 10 defense like the Baltimore Ravens, the New England Patriots, and Pittsburgh Steelers, everything like that. Okay, that's fine. That really is fine. We actually did have a top 10 defense back in 2016 and 17. But what is the difference between, we're just going to go with the Pittsburgh Steelers. What's the difference between the Steelers and the Atlanta Falcons being a top 10 defense, Mr. Pease? That's right. The Pittsburgh Steelers don't let off the gas and don't let their third stringers, fourth stringers come into the game with 11 minutes left. That's right. What in the world were you thinking, Dean Pease? To let, I understand we had the preseason to understand where certain guys are at and their progression of wanting to become football players in the NFL. But whenever these games start mattering and counting to your win-loss record and determines if you're going to make the playoffs or not, them guys will never even see the fucking light of day on the field unless strings 1 through 3 got hurt. Then the fourth stringer could come out, or strings 1 through 2 could come out and get hurt. Then 3 through 4 can come out. But whenever it's 11 minutes in the game with just a 16-point lead, that's still enough time to come back. And it's so mind-boggling to think that you are a defensive coordinator and you sit here and say, yes, we're going to be a top 10 defense, but yet you let off the gas. I'm not buying that. And you got to change that against the Rams this Sunday, because the Rams, they're explosive on offense. And going also back to not even just putting in different types of personnel, but the way you was play calling. Quarters 1 through 3, it was tight man coverage, blitz packages, everything. We were stopping Jameis Winston. We were stopping Michael Thomas. We were stopping Alvin Kamara. No one had held back Taysom Hill, but still, though, out of those 3, I was like, damn, this is really freaking great. We're going to win this game. But then when that fourth quarter came in, not only you putting in different types of personnel, but you are softening up your play calling by, instead of tight coverage, it was wide coverage, meaning that your defenders were away from the Saints receivers and they were gaining easy access to the ball and gaining 10, 20 plus yards per carry. Why? Why would you do that? I mean, yeah, you want to save your starters' energies, but at the same time, you got a game on the line. Week 1 against your division rivals, who I think now the overall record is tied 53-53, and you got soft on the play calling. I don't understand that. And not a lot of Falcons fans are either, and a lot of Falcons fans are not buying into Dean Pease and Arthur Smith. Me personally, I'm still buying into Arthur Smith because he is, a good offensive play caller. But Dean Pease, no, I'm not buying into it unless he shows that he can go through quarters 1 through 4, metal to the pedal, clock hit 0, and we're up at least by maybe 2 touchdowns, and defense done their job of holding the Los Angeles Rams back, the Cincinnati Bengals, whoever. So that's just my take on it right there. But other than that, let's go ahead and start talking about some good things that did happen during this game. And that is the mobile quarterback situation. So the mobile quarterback situation still does scare me because, you can break your legs or just sincerely get hurt a lot. But with Marcus Mariota, I mean, he wasn't afraid. He really was not afraid of this New Orleans defense with Cam Jordan at the helm of it. And, he ran the ball. I mean, yes, there was some questionable things that he done whenever he ran, like not sliding in certain situations. That really, irritated me. But Atlanta should be happy now that, we can have a quarterback who can move the ball both through the air or through his legs. The offensive line definitely gave up 0 sacks on the quarterback, but again, you got to credit most of that to Marcus Mariota, who runs the ball a lot as well. But still, 0 sacks on the quarterback, that's really great. The run game for the running backs, out of this world. Now, Cordell Patterson, of course, he's God tier himself. But whenever you look at the overall scheme of this running game, it was solid. The offensive line definitely moved the pocket to where it needed to be at, both left and right. Open up the holes for, like Quadri Allison, whoever, and let them gain that first down markage of either, 6 yards or get an explosive play of maybe 30 yards. So I definitely did like that for the offensive line. Now, going back to the defense for a positive note, now, yes, I mean, outside of, quarter 4 right there getting soft, quarters 1 through 3 was tremendous. Tight man coverage, AJ Terrell had Michael Thomas locked down the entire game. No one could even touch the ball in that Saints receiving corp, except for Taysom Hill, of course. But, other than that, good luck stopping Taysom. But other than that, you got the rest of the Saints team on lockdown. So overall, I mean, this is good. This is going to be a B- for me right here. It would be really an A+, but outside of maybe like Marcus Mariota fumbling the ball twice to where that could have been results of touchdowns for us, and Dean Pease, getting soft on his play calls, this would have been an easy A+ for me. But instead, it's a B-. So still, they sort of passed this week, but at the same time, I want them to improve upon that going against the Los Angeles Rams, which is coming up right now. We do face the Rams at 4 or 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this Sunday on Fox at SoFi Stadium. Now, the Rams are favored by a touchdown and a field goal at a -10.5. So the Atlanta Falcons are coming in as huge underdogs. This is honestly one of the biggest Vegas bet odds that I have seen in a while for an NFL game. And it's not even close. Like, this is like near about college level for me. Of like, like, let's just say Georgia versus gosh, like Pay University or something like that, where it's like minus 60.5. Like, no, like, why is it this high? But still, the Vegas betting odds have the Rams winning this at a minus 10.5. And everything is by Caesar Sportsbook on the CBS Sports app. Game odds percentage, it is currently right now at a 10.5, but it did open up at a 13.5. Your money line, everybody's going with the Los Angeles Rams at a 94% with a minus 600. And the total for over and under is 47, with the public bet sitting at the over at 51%. Your season leaders, of course, is Marcus Mariota. I'm not going to go over for the Los Angeles Rams, but Marcus Mariota, 215 yards, 0 TDs, 0 interceptions. Cordell Patterson, 120 yards, 1 touchdown, 22 attempts. And Drake London leading the rookie wide receiver corps in yardage at 74 yards, 5 receptions. So going into this game, ladies and gentlemen, yes, the Falcons definitely need to tweak a little bit on offense, get that fumble situation taken care of with Marcus Mariota. Get some of these flags taken care of too, because the offensive line definitely, again, was holding a lot more than what they normally should be doing. And I don't like that. I really don't. That needs to be taken care of right there. But now defense really just needs to step it up and keep their foot on the gas, because if you're going to have a chance to even win this game remotely, defense needs to be at strength 100% all the way from quarter 1 to the end of quarter 4 when that clock hits 0. Because if you give even just a slightest chance to Matthew Stafford and Cooper Kupp, it's over. That game will be won by the Los Angeles Rams, and they'll improve their score to 1-1 while we decrease our score to 0-2. So it is going to be a big game right here, ladies and gentlemen. Not going to lie, I'm looking forward to it. But if I have to really say, I do think the Falcons can win this game right here. Again, it comes down to the key fundamentals of keep your foot on the gas, fix those tiny little errors that you had in week 1, and you should win this game comfortably, at least by a touchdown. I would hope by at least just a touchdown. And you come back to Atlanta and have your record 1-1. While the Los Angeles Rams are trying to figure out, okay, we don't have OBJ, so what are we going to do now since we're 0-2? But anyways, guys, I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, make sure to like button wherever you are listening from. iHeartRadio, Spotify, Google Podcasts, wherever that podcast service may be, I am on it there for you guys to listen on. But until then, I, Morgan, will catch you all later.